All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk About Lego. Take 2, we're coming at you live tonight, me and Andrew. We're going to be talking about Paradisa. We had a little bit of a connection difficulty there, but no worries, we're making it happen. Thank you all for joining in. Thank you for joining back in. We're back online, so... I'm excited tonight to talk about this, and Andrew should be jumping on here in just a second. And we got some other cool stuff coming your way, too, that I'm excited to get into later as well. Thank you. Good evening. Thank you. Welcome. Tonight's Let's Talk About Lego is based on, we'll be talking about the Paradisa theme, which some people consider as a sub-theme of City. But we'll see what Andrew thinks about that. So, if you can jump on here, we're still waiting for that. So, hello, welcome, thank you. Hey, ABC Builds joined in. We got something fun coming up with them. I'm excited for that as well. There we go. Andrew's in the chat, so hopefully we can get this kicked off. How's everybody doing tonight?
Hey, man.
How you doing, man?
Good.
Welcome.
Sorry, buddy. My internet is not working tonight for some reason.
Well, we had a bit of a rocky start, but I'll be here. I've got a good connection, so as long as I can pretend I know what I'm talking about, we'll be good to go.
I mean, I think you do in general, right?
For the most part. How you been?
All right. I'm a little beside myself about the internet right now. That kind of stuff makes me want to choke someone out.
No, I feel it. I had horrible internet for a long time, and every time it's one of the more frustrating things in the first world to deal with, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. ABC Build says hello, everybody, with a wave. For those who were interested, Andrew, I think you were on the road last week, so we didn't really do a live stream, and I was down with, I actually had COVID, so I was out for like 2 weeks, but we're back in it, man, so we're getting all back in the saddle, so I'm excited.
Yeah, man. It's always fun to talk about Lego.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about Lego, man. Actually, do you want to have ABC Builds? He was. Do we want to jump him on?
Have him jump in.
Okay.
Go ahead and send a request. Donnie wants to jump in and talk about this giveaway.
Yeah. So we have some cool news from.
We want to see what he's got to say about that and give our 2 cents.
Yes. So let's see if I can send him a request. If not, I'll try and get him to.
He should be able to send a request to join. I'm trying to get my sets back up.
Here, I think I got it. He's on here. Let me accept that. Let's see if it lets me do that.
Hey hello, hello.
Hey, everyone. Man.
Pretty good. Busy.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, so tell me about this giveaway. I'm excited to know what you're doing.
Yeah, so I got a really exciting giveaway that just happened to fall in my lap last minute. I'm going to Brick World Chicago, and a friend of mine there, he is bringing a Mill Raid set, and he was going to sell it, and I said, hey man, let's make a deal and let's make some magic happen for the AFOL community. And I made a deal with him, and I bought the set so that I could give it away during my live auction I'm doing at Brick World. So this is crazy because I never even thought I'd be able to give away one Mill Raid set, much less this is the second one that I've been able to acquire and give away.
That's crazy, man.
It is.
Is it complete? Yeah. Is it complete with the goats?
It is complete with the goats. I still got to buy the instructions if the person wants the instructions, but that's not the that's not the money part. So,
that's awesome. Dang.
Yeah, it's actually Martin from Brick Snaps.
Oh yeah.
So he had one for sale, and I just seized the opportunity. I love being able to give back to the community, and it's just a great way to do it, make it fun. Because
That's
so I'm going to Brick World Chicago, and this Friday, the 17th, I'm
okay.
gonna have a Whatnot auction. Whatnot is a fairly newer platform that a lot of the Lego folk are auctioning off stuff. They
Yeah,
put
I've
stuff
seen
up
that.
for sale. It's pretty crazy. It's a fun time. They
I just
it's an app you can download.
Yeah, I
Um,
just downloaded it actually for the first time myself. I haven't done much
oh,
with it.
nice.
Yeah.
It's it's almost a deeper hole than Bricklink when you get
Okay.
on there because you find figs you don't need, and they somehow come to your house.
Yep. Yep.
So
I know how that is. I've still got boxes over here to go through.
So
yeah,
you're doing a giveaway on Whatnot, or you're doing an auction as well as the giveaway?
I'm doing an auction on Whatnot, but during that auction, no purchase necessary. If you're in the auction, you get a chance to win. And that auction is this Friday, the 17th at 1 p.m. Central Time.
Got it.
So anybody can jump in there. You just got to download the app. I've got a link to it in my bio here on Instagram. So
Yeah, you
Awesome.
hear that, Lady Bricks? I'm gonna need you to handle
And
that
you
so we can jump in there.
and you're giving away a Mill Village raid for those people who hadn't heard that yet, right?
yeah, I just it's a great opportunity to give a nice set away. A lot of people really want that set, and so the goats. I'm sporting some threads by
I
Awesome
see that.
Brick Monarch,
Yeah.
and I I even had goat stickers made up from my last one, and
Yeah,
so
go stairs.
we'll have those to give away at Brick World, and I usually put them in my orders. So
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like
that's
getting the goat stickers.
yeah,
I have goat
that's awesome.
stickers from you on my desk here somewhere, Donnie. I don't know where the hell they went though.
I've
I
got some
like
somewhere.
setting these free because what's really funny is I actually don't own any goats.
What?
I somehow managed to give them away. I've
Holy
got plenty of goat
shit.
stickers, but no goats. So
Fair enough. Yeah, I'm
there they are. Look at that.
the authentic goat.
This is an $800 box right here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
kind
keep
of
it very
is.
near. It's within reaching distance always.
yeah. You gotta keep them safe, man. Keep them well
Yeah,
fed.
yeah, definitely.
Well, thanks so much for that opportunity. I'm glad you were able to come on here and talk about that. For those who
So
want to download,
Friday at 1. Friday
yep,
at
and
1,
then
you're doing Whatnot.
yep, Whatnot. So download the
Yeah,
app. It's
so
called
we're
Whatnot.
gonna chime in on that. We're gonna try to get in on that.
Yeah, everybody's welcome. Again, you don't have to purchase to be a part of the giveaway. You just have to be present during the auction, and I'm gonna have a lot of fun giving away. I'll be selling sets and figs, and it's just gonna be a good time to be had by
Yeah,
all. So
that's cool. That's super cool, man. I hope somebody gets that set that really wants it.
that's the hope. I was able to give it away locally here last time. Somebody here in Oregon got it,
That's
so
cool.
they were super stoked about it. So
I had my fingers crossed, but I didn't get it that time.
maybe this time. I'll,
Well, good
I'll,
shot.
I
I'll
can
drive
build
it up to
too. I
you
don't have the
if
box.
you get it this time.
I appreciate it.
Well,
Awesome,
thanks,
man.
guys. I appreciate you letting me come on,
Yeah,
and
man.
I'm looking forward to hearing about these sets you guys are going to talk about tonight.
Yeah, we're gonna get
Paradisa.
into it. Thanks so much for joining.
Appreciate it.
All right, we'll talk to you later, man. That was ABC Builds. Yeah, so go check out his giveaway. It's awesome.
Yeah, super nice guy, super generous guy. He's actually donated a few bricks to my castle, which was very nice of him. Very much
Yeah.
appreciated. Need to note that. I've had
Well,
a few large Bricklink orders from him from his Bricklink store. So
yeah, I've ordered some large orders from him as well. He's really
Yeah,
awesome.
like-
Super nice guy. Good prices
Yeah.
too.
hundreds and hundreds of pieces.
Yeah. Welcome everyone. Thanks for joining. We have East Coast Lego says, "Hey guys, recently ordered and got my Brick Monarch order. Highly recommended."
Definitely.
That is,
I highly recommend it as well. Thank you.
I highly recommend it as well. I'm gonna do my Brickstop 10 for 10% off. Go check it out in my link.
I don't even have a coupon.
But you can, you have an awesome affiliate program, and we got a bunch of really great people involved with that, and we're pushing those
set up an affiliate program, so that's pretty awesome. Got a lot of people talking to each other constantly, so it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Orange Birch says, keep those in a safe. Lol, talking about the goats.
Yeah.
And he says, LOL, East Coast Lego. Yeah. Yeah, man. Well, thanks for ordering. That's awesome. And enjoy your Brick Monarch merch.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah. All right, well, let's jump into
Lady Bricks. Yeah, see, nobody's got the beaver yet.
Dude, I wasn't sure if you were showing that tonight. That's a Brick Monarch exclusive.
Yeah. CMF beaver hat.
And when is that
store near you?
When is that coming out? Next week? This week?
Next week. It'll release next week. No.
All right.
It releases this week.
This week. Sweet.
Yeah, because
cool.
I've lost a week because I was in Florida working.
Yeah. Yeah, and I lost 2 because I was in bed.
So that totally, when I do that, it totally screws up my whole everything at home.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel it. Friday, she says they're launching Friday. Awesome. Get your beaver hats on Friday, guys.
Yeah, she's the boss.
Yep.
It'll be live Friday morning.
All right. Cool, man. Well, let's jump on into this week's topic.
Yeah, let's do that. And the only reason that I came to you earlier, Jason, and asked you if you wanted to talk about pirates or you wanted to talk about Paradisa. And I didn't care either way. But seeing how I just came back from Pensacola and where I was working was literally like across the street was the Gulf.
Right.
For a whole week. Like that's all I saw morning, noon, and night. Right. I was like, let's talk about something tropical.
Yep.
So it was either pirates or it was Paradisa.
Got it. It was on your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. Brick Alley says, go CMF Oregon State University figure. Nice. Yeah. And then hats, yes. And love that hat. Or love the hat by ABC Builds.
Yeah. Made in America.
Cool. Yeah. So, yes. Yeah. So that's perfect. Pirates, Paradisa. They're both great themes. And they're both tropical. So that comes right in line with where you were hanging out for a week. Not really hanging out. You were working your butt off. Yeah,
I was. It wasn't like sitting on the beach drinking, cocktails, okay?
Sure.
I was drinking enough water so I didn't die.
Yeah. No, I feel it. Dude, yeah.
So,
I'm sure it was intense.
My opening comments, I guess, about this sub-theme of town, I guess you could say, is the fact that it does have that super cool Caribbean vibe.
Yeah.
Where, like, the Midwest kids of America up north that, lived in the snow and never saw anything of the sort growing up as a child.
Yep.
It was an escape. Like you could build it in your town and be like, we're at the beach today. And it was kind of cool. So it always had a little bit of my attention. Obviously we all know that I'm a castle guy, but Lady Bricks wants to build a big city. So we're going to have a Paradisa section in that city. Most definitely.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah.
Because no city is complete without Paradisa.
No, absolutely. And yeah, I'm with you, man. I mean, I'm Pacific Northwest, so we have cedar trees and dark forests, and Sasquatch runs by every now and then, but we don't see no.
It's a completely different vibe.
Yeah, so it was cool to, even as a kid. Like, I mean, it wasn't really marketed towards a young boy. It wasn't, but it still caught my eye, because it was something different. It was a world. It was a window into a world that I hadn't experienced. And so it was cool to see that they were able to do that so well with this theme.
Well, here's a relatable thing for the 90s kids. Is Full House, when they all took the family trip to Hawaii.
Sure. Okay.
Paradisa was on the shelf.
Was it?
Yeah.
Dude,
that was like that was like a modern, that was like in the little catalogs, ready to roll.
Yeah. That's so
like that then was like, oh, cool, man.
Awesome. Yeah.
And then the Beach Boys were out. I mean,
Perfect
Beach
timing.
Boys were huge. Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
it's a good time for all of it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, do you want to talk about some of the sets? I mean, this thing here's where I get hung up on calling it a sub theme because it's got enough sets to be its own theme, and it looks so different from anything we see in town. I almost consider it not a sub theme, but yeah, because I mean, it's got over 18 sets or about 18 sets, which is a lot. That's a lot.
There is a lot, but I don't necessarily agree with you on it being its own theme, because if it's like modern society, then it's town or city or whatever.
Cool.
You know what I mean?
I guess do we consider all the factions within Castle sub themes of Castle? Is that kind of
no? Those are just factions, because that's how it was in medieval times.
Sure.
And in the pirates, we had the pirates and the soldiers.
And then we just anything that's got a truck or an airplane or a ski-doo in it is just a sub theme of city.
Yeah, 100% construction, mining.
All right.
Unless it gets wild like Rock Raiders, then it's like its own thing.
Well, that's almost throw the color scheme in there, but I think it did draw the eye. And Lego's been doing that kind of ever since with multiple different themes. And then, of course, we have Friends, which is the modern kind of version of this theme. So, yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah. Well, as a kid growing up in the Midwest, mid-range, mid-range family income, all the stuff in this theme was luxury items, right?
Nope.
Because we didn't have jet skis. We had a bass boat and a pickup truck. And maybe an SUV, pools, and that was it. We didn't have skis so in my head, the pool. In my head, this whole thing was like for rich folks. And then you see the little guy with the tiny mustache, and I was like, "Who?" Well,
not to mention, like half of those sets come with butlers and like tuxedoed out guys serving drinks.
Yeah, lots of tuxedo
let me pull
guys
this image
drinks
up
and
for people who haven't seen what it kind of looks like. But I mean, this is what we're talking about. Like, there's your mustache guy right there. There's the tuxedo guy here serving up the margaritas on the beach. You got the cafes. I mean, it's clearly a well-off part of the world we're looking at here. So, it's got some really unique stuff. I'm excited to talk about a little bit of the stuff that they did with this theme, because it was different for the time. It totally stands out. So it's really kind of cool. Do you want to talk through some of the sets? Do you want to go down the list, or do you just want to highlight them? What are you thinking?
I think we should just highlight the primary ones that were constantly available for a while. Because some of them you didn't see unless you got like a certain catalog. Because this was before. This was before the internet. So what was in the catalog is what you knew existed.
Right.
So if you didn't have the right catalog.
Yeah, unless it was at your store, your local shop, then you wouldn't know necessarily.
Yeah, but then even in 1993, I wasn't even driving yet in 1993.
Yeah, but I mean,
I was like 14.
But your mom would go grocery shopping and you'd sneak over to the Lego mart, every time. So,
every time.
Let's see, Breaking Up Brad.
Every time, yeah. I had to look at the Lego anytime that I was in any store that carried them. So again, if it wasn't on the shelf or it wasn't in the catalog that I had, I didn't even know it existed. So there's a lot in this Paradisa that I didn't even know about.
The internet has done wonders for tracking and looking at things and realizing, whoa.
Yeah, 100%, because there was just a few that were only advertised in the catalogs. Prominently.
No, I agree. Brad says, "What's up, you amazing people? Thank you, my friend. Glad you're joining us tonight. Thanks so much for jumping on." Harrisburg says, "I reckon unique color scheme puts it in its own theme." See, I kind of lean towards what Harris has to say. It's so different, but I could also see taking a Lego city and moving all of the Paradisa stuff down onto the beach and creating that scene down there where you have a very distinct color scheme down on the beach as well. So, I see that. Marty, the Lego party.
I
So
like it.
wait, is the Paradisa faction eyeing an attack on like Coast Guard or train factions? There you go. Yeah, see. So it's because you could train,
No.
Nautica, Paradisa. These are factions of city. See.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's accurate
All right.
at all. Because for one, you could take Nautica, you could take that top half of the coastal cutter off and just call it the Blue Yacht and pull it up next to the Dolphin Point and be like,
yeah, that is one thing that Paradisa did not have with the yacht. I did notice that. You think it would have something. They did put one in Scala, which is another pink theme that I wanted to talk about just a tiny bit.
Yeah, but that.
Yeah, it was definitely weird. I do want to talk about them maybe towards the end because what's weird is those Belleville and Scala overlap with this theme, and I don't know why they felt necessary to push more of that when they could have maybe even just expanded this and made it more interesting. But yeah, I mean, we can talk about that a little later though. But yeah, so okay, well, so for some of the sets that we highlight here, I mean, my favorite one, and I'm trying to find a photo of it somewhere. It's the I think you mentioned it, Dolphin Point, the lighthouse. I mean, is that not the first Lego lighthouse they did? It came out with a couple of creator
Yeah, I
after
believe
that.
it was. Yeah, and this one was
well, I haven't
in '95. So it was like 3 years later. After like
a website
Paradise.
On the internet that it claims it came out in 1992. Is that wrong? Okay. Well, for some reason mine says 92 to 97. That's what I wrote down from Brick.
Yeah, the year span was a several year span to release all of the sets. But like I'm thinking like one of the primaries is definitely the Sand Dollar Cafe. And see, like you've got it there. You've got a picture of it in this catalog, and if you didn't have that catalog specifically, you didn't even know it existed.
So this is like my favorite one of the series. This lighthouse. It's so cool. It's got a very, very unique base plate. It's the only set that came on.
It is very cool.
Yeah, and then what did you say? Poolside Paradise? Or no, Sand Dollar Cafe.
No. Yeah, the Sand Dollar Cafe was in all of the catalogs, it seemed like. Which is cool.
The beach base plates are cool.
I like the base plate.
It's like 4 different colors, 5 different colors coming up here. Yeah.
It's got that mint green grass.
Yeah, so the Sand Dollar Cafe, you're right. Cool. It was a staple of Paradisa. But I think what might even be more iconic, I don't really have, here we go. Here's a decent photo of it. Is this guy right here, Poolside Paradise. I mean, this is the house, right? So this is the house. This is where they live. Yeah. You got the little car. You got the pool right here. It's got a raised base plate, which is insane.
Yeah.
And it's got
it's got a mailbox.
It's got a caged parrot.
So they've got a butler.
He's got a little stand. He sits inside those little windowed area. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's a pet parrot, man. These guys are living it up.
They were. That's what I'm saying.
And I would say so the theme was split into 2 distinct areas of leisure, which would be the beach and then the horse farms and the horse country sort of side of things, where you had
as we were discussing earlier, it was like the Hamptons, where you've got these sprawling acres of ranches that are out there right next to the beach, right outside the city. And correct me if I'm wrong. Is that sail sail on the sailboard from Dolphin Point? Is that the same one that's on the Beach Bandit?
I believe it is the same one that's on the Beach Bandit. Let me see if I can find that Dolphin Point again.
I can't remember.
Where'd Dolphin Point go? I just added up here.
Because I believe Beach Bandit guy showed up. He showed up in one of these sets, and I can't remember which one it was.
Yeah, you can kind of see it in this. It's this sale right here, but you can kind of see it there. It's the little blue and red.
Yeah. Beach Bandit guy is the lifeguard.
There you go. Yeah, so
Cafe.
there you have what I love about all these old Lego sets. Maybe it was a coincidence, maybe it was a reuse of a part, but what I like to see it is a crossover. It's a cohesiveness between the themes. It's like this guy was in the Beach Bandit. He was, which
then ties it to
Outback
town or city or whatever. Town.
Yeah,
it was town.
Beach Bandit. We didn't. That wasn't one we talked about that we thought kind of like the Outback stuff, right? Okay. When we were talking about town last time.
Yeah, we were talking about just some highlights from a few years of town. A lot of great sets in there. The Beach Bandit was out with like when Nautica was big. Beach Bandit was out because they were really hitting the beach and the ocean stuff hard that year. Those couple of years. But yeah, the crossover is great. And you know, this whole theme comes with all kinds of cool parts. You know, you got a lot of parrots, little bicycles, playgrounds. The horse stable thing is a cool concept.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Hang on, I'm reading a couple comments here. We got TML1368 says, "Hey guys, and what set is on your right side? The brick top. What set?" My right would be this one, the Crystallation.
It's one of those Aquarator sets,
I believe is what it's called. Yeah, that was a little later. That came out. Is that the second? I think the second wave of Aqua, or the third actually. Aqua. If it was Aqua Raiders, yeah, or the Hydronauts actually is what that's the Hydronaut base. And they fought, I believe, they fought Stingrays, which is you kind of see a Stingray set back there. So, yeah. And Harrisburg says coveted the Poolside Paradise base plate, and ABC Build says love that base plate. And Marty, the Lego Party, says it's got a pony. Yeah.
It does. That was the first pony that was more square.
Only two Lego sets in the history of Lego came with these ponies, which I always consider them as colts, because they're smaller versions of the standard Lego horse. Carriage ride.
No, the carriage ride 6404 is the one that comes.
And then they also came in.
And
these look brown. They look brown. Yeah. So here's the carriage ride. Here's your pony or your colt, whatever you want to call it. I guess they're considered ponies. People call them ponies, but I always thought they were colts. And then here's one in this set too, the Country Club. Which let's get a look at the Country Club, like decadent.
Yeah, the Country Club was one of the
right
bigger,
there with
the bigger sets.
Well, I mean, I think it may have been the biggest set actually. Yeah.
Now that pony there is pretty cool, but I gotta say the new mold. I was just gonna show the new mold of the pony, the little baby horse.
It's nice.
I do like this a lot. And
and I can see if they ever did a Paradisa set again, that would be perfect for a little remake, and it would look great. Yeah. I'd like to see more of those little ponies that you just showed, or little colts. That'd be so nice to see more of that.
Yeah, it'd be like some white ones, some black ones, gray ones, tan ones. Maybe one that shimmers in the sun. Looks like champagne.
Now we're talking about unicorns!
There's a couple horses on a farm. There's a couple horses on a farm not too far from our house here. And they literally, like, when they're running in the wind, they look like a champagne. They shimmer, like their fur shimmers in the sun. It's crazy.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, let's talk about the base plate for a second. I think it came out on this set. I think it was first introduced to Lego in this set, the raised base plate for Poolside Paradise. It came out on a couple.
It came out with another set.
But I think it first showed up here because The next set I think it came out on was the Pharaoh's Surprise or something like that from Indian Johnny Thunder, the Sphinx Surprise.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
No, it was a
it
sand
wasn't
pit,
painted
but it
like
was the
with
same
water
mold.
pit.
Yeah, so same mold, but they put hieroglyphs and stones on it, and it was tan. And I think the final set that base plate showed up on was Ogle's Secret Base, and it's a wild dark blue and gray plate with like, yeah, dude, it's got metal hex,
Weird,
like walkways, stairs and stuff. They painted it all up. It's a very bizarre base plate, and I'm surprised they used it.
The reason I really like this one specifically in Paradisa is the fact that it had the blue print on the inside, so it was water, and it was a solid plate.
Exactly. You could actually feel the
real
pool.
water in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could fill the pool with water and be like, swim with your minifig. Like, that was a cool play feature that you could do, you know, just like on your bedroom floor.
That is a pretty cool feature. I really do like that about it, like you said. You know, you're right about the tropical vibe of this, too. You know, the palm trees, the parrots, and even a couple of these sets come with monkeys. So, yeah, you're right in the paradise tropical land here.
And correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh, I was wondering about that. I think you are right. I think they showed up on divers later, but I think these are the first. These are the first sets to have dolphins. Yeah. Well,
I'm almost sure of that because I remember seeing Dolphin Point and being like, "Holy crap, that set's got a dolphin in it." Now, at the time, as a pirate guy and a castle guy, I had plenty of the sharks.
Yeah, well, and they didn't start.
I didn't have a dolphin.
They didn't start really modifying the shark till divers too, right? Because they,
no, it was the same shark. It started in the pirate,
the dark gray shark, dark
barracuda. Yeah,
that was kind of mind blowing for me when they did that with divers, and it came out with a white shark, a saw nose shark, and then I think a light gray shark, or maybe not a light gray shark.
I think the saw nose one was the light gray one.
So that was really cool to see those variations, which, I mean, when they did it so brilliantly, which was either just changing the color or just changing the headpiece that clipped on. So it was pretty sick to see.
Yeah. And then they got
and when they
went forward. Especially those ones that came in like that set, the
Pirates of the Caribbean. Is it
pirate set from the Caribbean?
Not the Silent Mary, or is it the Silent Mary?
No,
it's the one with the dead shark.
It was the other one.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Yeah, it's the dead shark.
I thought it was the Silent Mary. Yeah, let us know in the comments. Whichever set the Pirates one, it's got the weird ribs. It's like a ghost ship, and it comes with those two zombie sharks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally drawn.
It's a wild set.
Totally drawn blank. I actually really liked that set, and I did want to.
It was one of those for me, that was like there, and I was like, oh, like it's cool, but it's pretty spendy, and I was like, there's other things. There's just other things I had my eye on at the time.
It is very expensive.
So,
yeah. But those sharks look pretty gnarly.
Yeah, and you like see them inside. Yeah. They got chunks missing out of them. You can see their ribs. Yeah. It's wild stuff. But yeah, I think you're right. Dolphins showed up here first, and then they sporadically showed up a couple times on other sets too. But they're actually kind of a harder piece to find. They're not super prevalent. Yeah. I mean, they came on a couple smaller ones.
Dolphin.
So that was good. Like, here, let's look at this one. Sea Cottage, or I think it's also called something else. Seaside Holiday Cottage. This little guy has a dolphin. Yeah, he's right here.
Yeah. And
I know, the slide's pretty crazy, right, dude. I wonder, that might be a Fabuland piece, actually. Oh, no! I really like the use of these pieces here. I forgot that Paradisa used these at all. yeah, for the roof here, it's the same as the ones
Oh,
back
yeah.
right here on the arena. Yeah,
Yeah,
really
it's a
cool.
6x8 slope. With
Yeah, and then we can look at this one too. This is the little
I always like
arcade,
that
or
piece.
no, this is the fun fair. The fun fair up there. Yeah. We already looked at that one too. So, yeah, man, a lot of cool stuff. A lot of new colors: pink, dark pink, and lime were introduced in this theme. So that was cool to see. And like Marty was pointing out, that's it really makes it makes a distinct like feel for this whole thing to stand out really well.
And it does. It does. It's really nice.
Marty asked
overall. And you said your favorite one was Dolphin Point.
Yeah, I really like Dolphin Point. Yeah.
$33. Wasn't okay, and we had talked about this before, Jason. Ristorante. It's not listed in Paradisa, but it is also, I feel like, a crossover set.
It really is.
Town to this. Like you might stop at this Ristorante before you made it to Paradisa.
Well,
Beach.
and
like en route.
The little pizza place too is very similar. Yeah, those two sets would totally cross over. They even have similar minifigs. Yeah. I think.
Yeah.
He was all over. He was making the rounds.
Showed up in a lot of stuff.
Marty says, asking if anyone else sees my audio lagging. I hope not. Hopefully it cleans up for when we post it later. Okay. Well, yeah. You've been clear on my end too. So let's just hope. Yeah, and let us know in the comments if we have real audio problems. We can maybe reboot it or something like that. But
we'll be on.
That's an announcement. So. We are looking to probably start streaming through YouTube or a secondary app because there's a lot of really cool features we can work with that. So look for that coming out. You know, as we move forward, we're trying to improve the quality of what we do here. So we'll still be doing Let's Talk About Lego, but we might move to another platform that is more.
But it'll stream.
Oh, okay.
It should stream to
if we can get it
as well. So
sure, sounds good. Then.
Everything should still be
either way. I think it'll be better quality stuff, and I think you guys will really enjoy that. Yeah. So,
do you have any
I got
any
a couple.
About this?
Yeah. So. Yeah, let's see. So new parts for the base plates, we already talked about those. The pony, we already talked about that.
Yep.
The little 2x2 round tile plates with the food printed on the plates. Yeah.
With the crab,
love those pieces.
Like the crab on it. Yes.
Yeah,
love that piece.
Those are great pieces to get in this.
That was a great piece.
And then we got a couple different staircases in pink, which was cool. Not really useful outside of Paradisa, really, but it was still fun to see them in that color.
Yeah, and I mean, to be honest with you, the little tile with the printed crab is kind of irrelevant now because
still love the aesthetic. I like the vibe, even though, yeah, you're right. I mean, I did a more recent build for Paradisa myself. I did a little beach bowling alley set. You can see that, and I put physical crabs in it because I couldn't find the tile piece. So, you know, I just added those in, and they do fit really well. So you can put.
The only reason I pointed that out is because I recently built the castle in the forest.
Right, I was curious
with a
about
crab
that
for some reason. I was like, castle in the forest
unless
with a
that
big giant red crab.
Castle is on the coastline. That doesn't make too much sense. I have seen crawdads in creeks, or woods, but not. Well, it's not the same as a crab either.
Crawdad, my friend. That's like Sebastian on steroids.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you're right.
Let's be honest.
It was funny to see. I don't know if they just wanted to. Yeah, I would put like a spider down there or something that fit a little better with the castle. But oh well, it was still fun to get a crab. I like crabs, Lego ones. I like Lego crabs. I like crab legs. Let's talk about for a second the upgrade that Lego ladies got in this. 3 new head prints, seven new torsos. I mean, we got the lashes lady, the lips lady, and the freckles lady in this.
I mean, as a 12-year-old, 13-year-old building these sets, I'm wondering. I'm like, this chick right, here is the hottest chick in Lego Town.
Well, and
she's wearing a bikini. She's on the beach.
And
she's got money.
I would almost, I didn't count. I should have, but I think the chicks outnumber the dudes in these sets, which is Lego's never done that until with Friends, right? Like,
well, I mean, it was good because it wasn't too far. Like, most of the sets came with male.
Right.
Minifigs, and when you did get a female, it was like maybe you got one with a hospital that was like dressed like a nurse or whatever, and then you get one from the airport that's like super boring, like super stuffy. Nobody wants to hang out with her. And then Paradisa comes along, and you got these chicks laying out on the beach, tanning it up.
Well,
chilling. So that were these chicks that came out with Paradisa were the coolest.
At the time, they definitely were, and I think
they're
they're still really cool. They're still super unique, and it also helped to just expand, like we were talking about, like you just said, just your general Lego world, all those heads and stuff, the lady heads and lady hair pieces and stuff. Could spread that out across all your Lego stuff and really fix the population a little bit there if you wanted to do that. Well, and it is worthy of note that Lego's original design was a smile, and then you could change that by the attire or the hair or whatever to whatever gender or whatever you wanted to. And once they moved away from that, you lost that versatility with the smile head. So now then, yes, they had to start printing more female heads and things like that. And then, obviously now we have massive diversity in Lego, and it's only getting more so. But yeah, this was really quite an interesting step, and I think it's worthy of note that it really moved Lego into, I guess you could say, more inclusive play experience for some people. But on that note, it was weird to see Belleville and Scala come out around the same time as this, because these were like Barbie doll, like you can see kind of hair, not scaled to Lego. They got weird molded animals. This is Scala, or Belleville, actually, I guess, up there. And I wasn't sure why they decided to, create this weird off, like, theme, 2 of them, at the same time that kind of matched the Belleville colors and schemes and ideas, where they just, I guess maybe they're just trying stuff out to see what would catch. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe it had something to do with like, hey, we made these for girls, and then they used like Paradisa to like be like, hey, this is also relatable to this, but this also relates to the worldwide town system.
Possibly, yeah. Well, and then it's weird because I would say today we have a married kind of version of all of that in Friends, which they're not minifigs, and they're not the size of Belleville dolls either. They're a weird in between, which I hate. I'm never going to be a fan of these mini dolls. Like,
I personally
sets
hate them.
Great.
The sets are cool if you just got rid of all the little mini dolls.
Buy a bucket of Paradisa minifigs and swap them all out.
It. Put some modern head pieces on, modern hair pieces.
Yeah, I think I read somewhere that Paradisa was extended a couple years because it was that popular. So it wasn't that it did badly. It was actually quite popular, and apparently a lot of people wanted it and got it. So that's good. But yeah, so I was just curious. I was like, I wonder why they were trying other things to hook more people. I guess they do that still though. They do video and all kinds of wild stuff. And we're like, what is this? We don't for what? So
something also too, Jason,
yes,
that also ties back to town.
Sure.
And we were talking about its own theme and whatnot. Is in the Sand Dollar Cafe, there's a lifeguard sign that shows the coastal cutter symbol that is on all the Nautica vehicles.
Right there. Yep. I did notice that.
Right there. Which means that you could have the Sand Dollar Cafe and you could have the coastal cutter out.
Dude, the coastal cutter is such a good ship. Dang it. I need that set.
I love that set. I'm gonna find one.
Oh my goodness. Oh well, let's take a look at the box of one of these sets real quick before we wrap it up here. This is the let's see if I can remember what this one is. This one is Sunset Stables, and this is a set I do own. And there's the box right here. Very cool printed base plate. I believe, did they have this print in dark green as well for some of the houses? I think they did. A little cobblestone pathway going through it.
Maybe.
I like
yeah,
these.
I do like that. I do like the cobblestone in there. Yeah, those are pretty cool, but they get real bland really quick.
Well, it's kind of weird. It's like, why is there cobblestone roof? It's straight up like a stone pattern, only it's on the roof. So they are really cool pieces though still. And then here you can see the back. You can see quite a nice little alternative build here.
Yeah, and then you got that mint green base plate also, which is that off green, that funny green.
Yeah, so these are the sets. These are the or the boxes. This one opens up. The flap kind of came off of it, but kind of see. There's the inside, just more real. I really loved how they just crammed in. Every little inch was covered in something exciting and interesting to build on these old boxes here. You got a cool little sun cut out there for the parts and everything. I was surprised and disappointed that this set didn't come with one of the ponies, because it is like it's the second biggest stable set. It does come with one of every color of the current horses, though, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, but the ponies were super cool. Let's see, what else? It also has 2 minifigs that are unique to this set specifically.
Right. I also love this guy, this little white and blue stripy dude. He's all over the place. Yeah,
there he is with the mustache.
Yeah, these are really cool. The little riding uniforms, so they're pretty cool. Cool minifigs, like we were saying. A lot of really cool torsos and designs on there. So that's almost really all I have to talk about with this theme. It is quite extensive. We didn't cover everything. There were 18 Lego sets. We covered most of the most popular and prominent ones. There's a really cool poster, if you guys can find that. It's a big full-size poster like they did back in the day. It just shows, the whole Paradisa world going on. It's pretty fun to look at. I have it. Yeah, I have it somewhere.
Yeah,
I just couldn't find it for tonight. Yeah, I can just send it with everything else. We'll just keep stacking up a pile. But yeah, here's another this is a more rare booklet actually that I got a hold of. It's not even in English. And this has a really cool, I think it's a little more of a rare shot of Paradisa.
Yeah, I love that shot. It's got like so many of the sets involved in it, and it shows everybody's out in the water.
It's really cool. You even got the little car driving in from the poolside Paradise set, because it doesn't show the set in this image, but it's cars coming in, which is great. And then the last thing that I wanted to talk about with this theme is in 1997, Lego Island for PC, the video game, came out. And this theme reminded me of that game because I played it a little later. I didn't get it when it came out, but I got to play it a little bit on a friend's house and stuff. And there was a couple things that just really seemed to be inspired by Paradisa on Lego Island, which makes sense because it's Lego Island. But what I went and looked up the minifigs and the characters from Lego Island, and 3 of them are kind of directly out of Paradisa, and that would be the Papa Briccolini. He was Pepper's uncle, I believe, or grandfather, and he has the little butler suit. That's his torso is the little butler suit, and then he has like a little. I believe so. Yes.
Black one.
And then Snap Locket is the sunglass surfer shirt guy. He's a character from Lego Island, and he's straight out of Paradisa. He's got the little surfer shirt.
Is he the one with the tank top?
Yeah, Snap Locket. And then Valerie Stubbins. Yeah, his name was Snap Locket from Lego Island. And then Valerie Stubbins was a redhead from Paradisa, really. But she had a variant of the Paradisa torso, and it was in red instead of pink. So they kind of switched it up for the video game. But yeah, she had one of the shirts from Paradisa. So it made sense that I got the same kind of vibe from Lego Island. Actually, here's a shot from the promotion of Lego Island here in the catalog. Yeah. So yeah, you can kind of see actual Lego sets they put into the game there. And then you kind of see.
Yeah, that's awesome. No, I never got to play that. We didn't have a computer in our house until like 96.
Yeah. Well, this actually came out in 97, so you could have been able to get a hold of it, but yeah, I didn't get to play it when it came out either. It was much later. But
coulda, shoulda, woulda, man.
Right.
I mean, we were on
Well, this was back when you didn't play these games online. You bought a disc and stuck it.
No, I know it was on a disc, but the only disc we got was Myst. We got Myst and Riven. And then I'd literally watch my dad walk around in a fog for like 2 hours.
Yeah, I mean, that was it.
I'm like, cool.
Back in the 90s when people got video games.
Plus, back in the day, the only PC game that I really even played was Sim City. Building cities.
Sim
like
City,
that was a thing that I did.
Yeah, that was the big popular one for sure. I
had SimCity 2000 on my computer at home, and I was like on crack.
I see that. That was a revolutionary game. I mean, it really was. So I could see that being something that you get obsessed with for sure. For me, it was I played a lot. And again, this was later. Like we didn't get computers early 90s. It was much later, later into the 90s. But actually, I think it was early 2000s, really. But we played a lot of Age of Empires. That was the one that we got into. Yeah. So, but yeah, man, that's cool. Paradisa, man. It's quite a unique theme. I really love it.
There's a lot of cool variational stickers. And
there are some really cool stickers on the lighthouse, like an ice cream menu and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, the ice cream one.
Some really cool prints,
and then you got,
too.
Let's see. One of the other little ones, was it the Holiday Cottage?
Yeah.
No, it's the Fun Fair. Got all kinds of weird things going on in there.
Yeah, you can't really see them too well here, but yeah, stickers. All these little fun little, little.
There's a
the ice cream tile was a cool tile too. It was a little 2x2 square tile with different colored like beige ice cream colors on it, and you'd stick it inside the ice cream vendors. So that was.
And now you can make your own ice cream cone. But they did in the Fun Fair. They had the little snowball.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, he's got it on piece here too. He's got a little tray with some of it on here too. So they were already using that piece. But yeah, dude, this is great. Great little theme. The stickers are cool. The prints are really cool. You got some good overlap parts, like the radio from Outback and City. You got the little computer screen over here. They did a good job with not relying completely on new stuff. But I would also say that this theme was pretty heavy on new colors and new parts and new prints. And a whole lot of women.
And lots of women.
Yeah. So, and then, fun fact, final fact. There was a pirate minifig torso used in Paradisa. Did you see that? Well, it was the red and yellow stripe guy. He's in a sandbox playground as like a kid. I think the blue stripe guy he's a new minifig torso. Because he's white and blue, and I don't think the pirates weren't they blue and yellow? I don't remember now. But I
don't know either.
I did recognize.
What set was that?
Let me see if I can pull it up. I did recognize an actual pirate torso in Paradisa. I actually sent it to Brad the other day because I was like, "Hey man, if you ever do some facts about pirates or whatever, you could put this in there." So yeah, so see the blue stripe guy's got like a collar there. So it's different.
Oh yeah. That's the one.
Yeah,
from the,
you can actually barely see him. He's in this little one. He's in the sandbox. You can't actually see him on my screen. It's too small. But the number of that set is 6403, and it's an official pirate torso. So I thought that was kind of fun to see that crossover into Paradisa. Yeah, he's just hanging out. Just hanging out in the sandbox.
That was when the kids.
Nope. Yeah, no short legs back then.
Size.
Do you have a favorite set
no short legs back then
of this theme? Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
you mentioned that
Cafe
one.
By far.
Yeah.
Was the base plate. Yeah. I like that base
It's such
plate.
a nice base plate. Super clean. It's really cool looking. Yeah.
Speaking of base plate, I do have a question. And
sure.
Maybe you can help me help answer this.
Mm-hmm.
The lighthouse comes on that base plate that's like the island. Is that the same exact color island from the Forbidden Island?
It's a different shape too. It's a new color and a new shape. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a different shape. That's right. It is because Forbidden Island was actually square. But it was very square shaped, and this looks like it's got like an oblong leg hanging out, which would then mean that the green was probably the mint green color, a little closer to.
It
like
is
the
absolutely the same as the beach from the Sand Dollar Cafe color. Yep.
Yeah, and it doesn't have that little water hole in the middle.
It's a unique base plate just to that set. They never put it on anything else.
I bet that.
I don't know because I got it. Like I showed you, like 4 months ago. I got a lot of these sets from like online, and so I got them for the original prices. Like they were cheap. They were like $30 a piece, and I got 5 of these sets. Yeah, man. I got Dolphin Point. I got Sand Dollar Cafe. I got Poolside Paradise, and I got what's the other one? The other large. Oh, the beach one. The sidewalk. I got the Sidewalk Cafe, the little tiny one, and the Cabana Beach with the little dressing rooms and the monkey. All of those were in the lot.
I like the Cabana Beach.
And they were all complete with the minifigures. Yeah. So they're all shiny
were the
as hell,
minifigs in pretty
like
good shape?
brand new. Yeah. Yeah, they were dirty though. I had to wash them all up, and it was a whole thing. But like once I pulled it all out, I looked up the instructions. No instructions, no boxes, but it was all thrown in a box. And so, yeah, man. So I don't know. I've never looked up that damn base plate by itself. I'm sure it's expensive for that lighthouse set, the Dolphin Point base plate.
Yeah, because
they only came in these sets. Yeah, even the mint green ones, like you're saying, even just the standard mint green that would go butt up next to another one of those plates. It's rare-ish because it only came in this theme. Yeah, so the base plates are really fun.
Yeah,
they're really fun to see in these sets for sure.
These base plates would look really nice with the style build of the recent,
because they use the more light blue water for that. Yeah, I could see.
Yeah, that, and I mean, obviously the Barracuda Bay had a brick built sandbars that were happening, which was super cool versus just the flat base plate.
I could see
the colors.
Well, and
cool.
I ended up using on one of my more recent pirate builds. I think it was Skull's Eye Hideout or something. I can't remember what I called it, but it was a kind of a random build I did recently. But yeah, I actually used that Dolphin Point base plate on there for the pirate build, and it actually looks really nice. It seemed to work out pretty well. So yeah, I could see, like you just said, I could see some really well done builds in the pirate world built on some of these Paradisa plates. I think that could look really nice if you did it well. Because you get that, that tropic feel where they would have their pirate, pirate lairs and such. South Pacific.
Yeah. I mean, I like the tropical. I like the Caribbean colors of the Paradisa
stuff, man.
It's pretty gnarly. Well,
I think that was about it.
Else,
really, it's just a very, very large sub theme of Lego City. I suppose if we're going with that.
It is. There's quite a few
I was talking to somebody because I did. If you guys are interested in like any kind of expansions to this theme, I did do one. The problem was it's such a big theme. Like what I love to do is take something and I'm like, okay, what can I add to this that they didn't do? Lego didn't ever do this, so I'll add something like a dock or a bank or something, right? Something that's not quite the same as what Lego did. Paradisa, they kind of did everything you need for a theme like this. They really covered their bases.
They should have had like some sort of a seafood restaurant.
You don't think that like maybe the $10 Cafe wasn't selling seafood?
The $10 Cafe was selling $10. They had ice cream.
Yeah, it looks like a coffee and like some ice cream. There is a pan hanging up in the back, but there was a little ice cream stand outside. Yeah, a seafood restaurant, maybe something on a dock would be fun with some palm trees. That'd be nice. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Or even what was it? Was it the Friends? There was like a hotel.
Would be cool. I'd like that.
Something like that would be super cool. Like a 3,000 piece Paradisa hotel.
I think I've seen one person do a mock. Yeah.
With like 4 or 5 butlers.
Lady Burke says he wants a high class.
That would be dope.
Yeah. It's not just a cabana beach thing. You want, yeah.
I want a high class joint. Yeah.
Sure.
I want ballet.
Yeah. Well, I would
ballet
fit
guy
the theme
out front.
for sure.
Pool, hot tub.
I like it.
Sunset.
Yeah, that could be a good one for sure. So going back to what I was saying earlier, if you want to see a little expansion build that I did that kind of fits in with some of the sets, I did do like a little it's like a little ice cream shop. Again, just a little ice cream shop and then like a little bowling alley, outdoor bowling pins and stuff, which I felt like kind of fit with the theme a little bit. So
what's that other game that old folks do, where they take like the little disc and slide it down the concrete with a stick?
What is
into a triangle?
It's not skee ball. It's not skee
That's
ball.
What you should have made instead of an outside
something
bowling
like that.
alley. No.
I don't remember. Anyway, I did bowling. I thought it was cool, but yeah, one of those like retirement games you see on like the deck of the ship.
Yeah,
shuffleboard.
That's what should be on the beach at Paradisa.
Yeah, Lady Brick says shuffleboard.
Is it?
Also,
shuffleboard.
A yacht. I could see the So I guess there's a few sets they could have expanded into this if they wanted to keep it going. A hotel is probably the best one.
Croquet park.
Yeah.
Where they had the little mallets. Yeah, mini putt putt, hotel. There's so many things you can add to Paradisa. It's ridiculous.
The fact, though, that they did do over 18 sets is pretty insane. Like, that's so many already, but...
Yeah, I mean, it is. It's cool. And a lot of them that you have can all be put side by side, and you can create Paradisa, right? But there's so many other things you could add.
I agree.
Nowadays, you could add a moped rental place, which is very popular in the tropics.
Dude, yeah,
a bicycle shop, surf shop, where they got surfboards and racks.
Yeah,
I think there was a surf shop,
absolutely.
Town,
it's got like 4 surfboards and one of the little sail surfboards, and it's got like little palm tree leaves. It looks like Paradisa. It's just the colors are town. Yeah.
Yeah, the colors of town. Yeah,
it's a cool set. I really like it.
And blue water, and
yeah, it's good.
Pretty
even the little Coast Guard set, had sort of with the palm tree out here, kind of felt like, it kind of fit. Totally town colors though, right? Like, but isn't that even has a little parrot too? Yeah. Yeah, dude, I still want that one. That's one I'm missing.
Coming out.
I'd still like to get that one at some point. Do you own any of these Paradisa sets, or you ever eyeball them? Yeah. So you gotta work on that. Or do you once you start looking into town, man, it's a fire sale. It all goes, bro. Like there aren't.
I know. I'm gonna have to settle like.
There's no rules once Lego Town and city buildings start. All right. Well, I know you had mentioned earlier in the live stream you were thinking about getting some area of town to be Paradisa, so might.
Oh yeah, definitely. We build a city. Yeah. If we build a city at our house, Lady Bricks and I, Paradisa, roller coasters,
love it,
all of it. We'll build our own amusement park. That's what we should do. We should build an amusement park that incorporates the roller coasters, Paradisa, the spotlight for the spot for adults would be Paradisa, and then spots for kids where there's like
I love it. Yeah, and you can incorporate all of that into the Paradisa color scheme. That'd be cool.
Island theme.
Gulf Coast Brick says hello, and you just joined in. We're actually about to wrap it up, I think. Had a good talk about Lego Paradisa. Go to ABC Builds. Check the link in its description if you want to join in for a Mill Village Raid giveaway from ABC Builds. I forget the guy's name. What's his name? Donnie. Yeah. So go check out his page.
Donnie.
And then what was it called? Whatnot. Download Whatnot, and he's doing a live Lego auction on Whatnot. And do you remember the date? Right. Okay.
It's Friday at 1.
So check out his page. That's ABC Builds. He's got an awesome Bricklink store, and he's already done one Mill Village giveaway raid. Mill Village raid giveaway. It's the second one he's doing, so it's crazy.
I know, that's crazy.
There's
no way in hell I'd give that.
This guy's a saint.
No offense to anybody in the community. He is. He's a good guy.
So go check that out if you're interested in that. And I guess we'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much for watching. Let's talk about Lego. That's been the Paradisa episode. We're getting back on our feet. We're back in it. We want to get back on this whole Lego live stream, talk, chat stuff.
So do you want to jump into the Pirates?
Sure. Pirates Part 3.
Pirates next week?
Yeah. Golf Course says good night, fellows.
Yeah. So the next pirate run that we have to jump into has the Skulls Eye.
The Skulls Eye Schooner, the best pirate ship they ever made. I think so.
It is the best pirate ship they ever made. It doesn't get as much credit as the Black Seas Barracuda, but we both know that ship is dope.
No, I'm with you. All right, so next week, join us next time. Where we discover and dig into Lego Pirates, Part 3. That's exciting. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to be looking at 1993 releases, and
Sweet.
we may
I'm
touch on
excited to get back
94
into
releases
Pirates.
a little bit.
Get classic Lego Pirates. He's always promoting that stuff. So let's see if he joins, because I think he.
Oh, and one last thing here before we jump off. I hope everybody's ready to make a purchase tomorrow night when the GWP switches over to the
boy, is that the 15th? Yeah. All right, guys.
Yeah.
Gear up. Get your coffee. Get your computers. Get two of them.
Two.
You got to keep one in the box. Yeah. Yeah. Good call.
Yeah, probably.
Good call on that one. Yeah. Thanks for reminding us. Yeah. You got to get. No, dude,
I shouldn't have to remind you, man. It's the
here. You want to know us?
You should be
you
on
want a
that.
Funny story about this? Here, we listen to this. Right? Okay, here we go. Before we head out of here, the milk in my fridge expires on the 15th, and so every time I open the fridge, I'm like, gotta get my gift with purchase on the 15th. So I'm ready, dude. It's right there on the date on the milk.
Yeah. Okay, let me ask you this then. What are you gonna buy?
I don't know, dude. I'll probably. I was, looking at the Starry Night, but I think you said it's already on back order. It'll probably be sold out by the time I get to it. So probably a couple of the Harry Potter sets. I was considering trying to collect all of the Lego City Stunts line because I have all the bikes because I think they're cool and they're easy to get a hold of. But dude, the new wave of that is mad expensive, like next level. They're going, so I'm not sure.
Well, what about Optimus Prime?
I wasn't necessarily planning to get Optimus Prime. Yeah, I know. That would be more something I would keep in a box because I didn't actually grow up as much with the Transformers stuff. So, well, I know, and that's totally the way it should be. But if I had a copy of Optimus Prime, I'd probably end up just keeping it in the box. I'm not as a huge on the Transformers, so probably not going to go for that one.
Well, Lady Bricks is going to get the typewriter. And I'm going to get the Pyramid.
Is that out?
Architecture set.
Oh, well, maybe I'll get that.
Yeah.
If it's out, I may get that because that's actually really cool. I just wasn't sure. I thought it was too, but I checked the other day and it said it wasn't out yet. So I don't know if it's out. Double check that. Yeah, because it might not be out for that, which would be a bummer. Does the purchase to get the free gift have to be exactly 50, or do you think it'll count for if you buy the medieval blacksmith at $49.99? Ooh, they don't. Okay.
No. You got to pick up $5 or $10 set, man.
So you got add on a little keychain or something if you need to do that. All right. Well, yeah, so heads up on the 15th, guys. Gear up your $150 purchases to get the this is a once-in-a-lifetime situation. It really is. I don't think we're going to see this happen again. So, any reboot of a Forceman set?
Yeah, that's...
No, you should go back. We've cleaned up our lives a lot. You should go back and listen to our first ones. We drop F-bombs. It's all over, dude. We're just getting crazy. So
yeah, they moved it. They moved the Pyramid of Giza to August. That's what I was looking up.
Yep.
So now I gotta buy that and the castle in August. So I've now got 24 hours to figure out what I'm gonna buy tomorrow night.
I believe in you, Andrew. You got
this. I'll find something.
Figure it out. Buy is the roller coaster not out yet?
I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
The big one, the loop coaster?
Okay. I was thinking Freedom City.
I don't think so.
I know. I can't even look at that. Like, I've got the castle.
I've looked at it twice already.
It's really the castle.
I've considered it.
The castle, and then we'll see what's left over.
I got 12,000 plus points in my account. I don't know how many points.
Combine the strength and get the castle. That's awesome.
Handled.
All right, man. Well, yeah. So next week we'll talk about pirates. Sounds good to me. Let's do it. All right. Thanks so much for joining us tonight.
Sweet,
again,
man.
everybody. Have a good night.
Yes.
And we'll see you next time. Take it easy, man. It's good to talk to you.
Yeah. Have a good night, Jason.
Bye.